Hey, Mike, what do Kelly Slater and PT have in common?
I don't know. They're both world champs?
Nope. They both own Endless Summer box set.
Oh my God, rad. You guys, you can get it too. The link's in the show notes. Welcome back, everybody, to the QuiverCast. This is Mike, your host, and this is all brought to you by YourAudioLegacy.com and QuiverBuilder.com. And please check out my other podcast, The Stinky Booties, I do with my buddy, Billy. Let's roll. Hello, everybody. This is Mike here with the QuiverCast, and I got Ryan Salazar, who is the current national champ for WSA, right? Or what is it, Prime?
Yeah, it was like the adult Prime.
What age bracket?
I think it was like 18 through, I forgot.
Okay. How old are you?
22.
You're 22. Right on. And you're just, so how was that event? Let's just start right there. You became national champ, but there was only one event this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how was that event?
Waves were pretty fun. It was at North Jetty, Oceanside. Yeah, I didn't even know about it, but Chaz at the shop this one day was like, "Hey, you should sign up." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I'll sign up." And ended up getting lucky and winning it.
So did you guys drive down together, or did you drive separate with Chaz?
We drove separate.
Okay, Chaz Rickwire. You were talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how was that? Like, how many heats do you have to surf? So it was a one and done because of COVID.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just a semifinal and then a final.
Okay. So, but you still smoked everyone. What was your, who'd you guys surf against? Anybody you know?
No. Or there was this one kid, Cade Hawkinson. He's from Huntington.
Okay.
Was on the Huntington High team, and I forgot who else.
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't matter. You took them out.
Yeah.
It's How Were the Waves. It was kind of fun. I was there that morning.
Yeah. The morning was super fun. The morning was like glassy and like probably shoulder high, and got a little windy and weird at the end there.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
So are you good at surfing windy and weird waves?
If it's big enough.
If it's big enough.
If it's small and windy and weird, I can't figure it out.
Okay. So what's your specialty, like surfing wise? Like, so you like the bigger juicy waves? Or do you like medium sized waves? Like, what's your perfect day of surfing for Ryan? What would it be?
Probably if it's like head high and just something that you get some speed.
Okay. So you got a lot of videos on Instagram. You ripping.
Quite a few, thanks.
Yeah. So, okay. So where'd you grow up surfing and how'd you start surfing?
My dad, when I was 5, like pushed me into my first waves at Bolsa Chica.
Okay.
On like a soft top, and I didn't really get super into it till I was like 7 or 8.
Okay. Do you remember your first wave?
It was a whitewash.
Okay.
It was a whitewash.
But you remember going that day.
I remember standing up like, whoa.
Okay. What made your dad want to push you in? Did he surf?
Yeah.
Oh, your dad's a surfer?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about so you guys are it was a beach day, so you wanted to push the sun in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how did that go? Was that like you guys started surfing a lot together, or how was that?
Yeah, mostly I was, at the time I was super into skating.
Oh, okay. Just like skate crom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like all the neighborhood kids skating with all of them, and then every time we would have a family beach day and all that, then he would take me out. I was pretty scared at first.
Were you?
Yeah.
Of the ocean or the waves or what? Or all of it?
Just, yeah, well, once he would kind of take me a little bit further out to where they're landing on your head. I get all freaked out at first, but yeah, when I was about 7 or 8, I was I got all psyched on surfing because the concrete and skating hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, no, I like surfing better.
So where were you guys living at this point?
Huntington.
You were living in Huntington, so just going down the street basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So did your dad still surf?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys surf together a lot?
Yeah. And he he's actually surfing for the Seal Beach Board Riders thing.
Okay.
And
and what's his name?
Robert
Salazar?
Salazar, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So is he? Do you know? Does he know you're doing this interview today?
I forgot to tell. Yeah.
No, that doesn't matter.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, that's rad. Okay, so who rips harder, you or your dad?
He's got me on. I'd say maybe the smaller days. He's still got me.
So did he grow
Sometimes.
up? Did he grow up surfing like Seal, Huntington, or where did he grow up surfing?
Yeah, he's from Lakewood.
Okay,
and so he grew up surfing around here, at Seal and like Surfside, Huntington. I think he surfed Huntington a good amount.
Yeah, probably did the swing by like Seal Beach and then check Surfside, and then he should go to Huntington or Bolsa or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably Huntington a lot. Right on. So now you're 8 years old and you're just like, how much are you surfing? As much as possible, or like how far are you guys back from the beach? A little bit, or just pretty close?
It kind of by Beach Boulevard.
Okay.
And Adams.
Okay.
So it's not too far.
No. So what school did you go to? What high school?
I went to Huntington.
You went to Huntington High? Did you serve on the team?
Yep.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So, how was that?
It was super cool. Like going surfing at like every day before school counts as like your PE. I was stoked on that.
Dude, rad.
I was like, whoa, this is real.
So were you guys surfing Pier or Golden West or what?
The Pier.
Okay. So the whole high school, what time did they go out? I want to make sure I'm not there and they're there.
Like 6:30.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so my son surfed the Oceanside, like surf PE. And then what about like the actual competitive team? Were you on that?
Yeah.
And then how'd you guys do? You guys have always been like a force.
It was I remember my first year, my freshman year, we had like Tomas King, Jake Sines, and Kirk Weisinger, my friend, he's from Seal, and then Tyler Clean.
Okay.
And man, there were a couple other really good kids on there.
But, yeah.
But I was stuck during one of like early in the school year, like there was one of those like little scrimmage things, little surf contests.
Yep. Is that to get on the team or just like practice?
Just kind of practice.
Okay.
Like the Coach Verdone just kind of like
okay.
checks it out. But I had like a really good heat in one of them, and then he put me on varsity freshman year. So I was like, oh,
that's heavy.
I was stoked.
Yeah, totally stoked. Were you nervous? Like you had some heavy hitters like in the team.
I don't think I was that nervous. I just kind of wanted to get some waves, you know.
Okay. So you were just trying to like, but I mean, so was there a freshman team or what is there, a sophomore team or something, like two different teams?
There was varsity and then JV.
Okay, yeah, JV. Okay, so and then they accept the same contest.
Yeah.
So they're competing against the same school. They're competing in the same heats, basically.
Or I think there was like for the states and the nationals.
Scholastic?
Yeah,
okay.
For those there was like the JV division and then the varsity division.
Okay. And then NSSA. Did you guys surf NSSA too or no?
Yeah.
And how was that? So you guys were surfing two different contests, like organizations.
Yeah. There was like earlier in the year there would be like the Sunset League, which is like just the schools in the area.
Oh, okay, cool. That's rad.
Together. Yeah.
So it was like Edison.
Yeah, Edison, Fountain Valley, and Marina.
Oh yeah, Marina.
Would go
is there one more school in there or no? Just like
it was
four,
just, it
like
was
a four.
Four, yeah.
Okay, so did you guys win every time or no?
Pretty much every time.
How's the other school surfers? They usually have like a couple standouts, but not like...
Yeah, Edison and Marina would usually have a couple like...
Were they friends that you'd see in the water?
Yeah.
So you knew, it's like all you guys in the same high school or different high schools, but you all knew each other from surfing?
Yeah.
Okay. How was that? You guys talking smack to each other or like you just friendly and just took it in the water?
You know, like the friendly, like talking kind of thing.
Yeah. Right on. Okay, so how was growing up and what was your local spot in Huntington?
The pier, pretty much. The pier or sometimes the cliffs.
Okay. Like the Gap?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you start like surfing the pier all the time? What age bracket?
That was probably when I was in middle school.
Okay. Was it like you and your dad, or would you get dropped off or ride your bike, or how would you get there?
I would either sometimes ride my bike or I'd get dropped off, picked up and all that.
Yeah. How was that?
It was cool. It was a bit hard to get waves at the time.
What do you mean?
Just with all the older guys, all the local guys, you know.
So they weren't giving you waves?
You had to battle.
You did?
You had to earn the spot.
Kinda. Okay. So how's Huntington line up compared to like, I don't know, let's say you surf Oceanside or I don't know, pick a random beach. You think Heavier has like more, or Huntington has more heavy hitters?
I'm not sure if it's that. It's just way more crowded. Usually.
Way more crowded, right?
There's just a lot more. Like there can be heavy hitters like heavy hitters in every city, but I think Huntington. It seems like it has like the most.
Like just more people, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all getting like sandwiched in, and they're all going to the pier.
Yeah.
So who are the guys you were looking up to back then? Do you remember anybody?
Back then, it would be like probably there was like Brett Simpson.
Oh yeah.
And Timmy Reyes. Timmy Reyes would be out all the time, and then
those guys are the big names for sure.
I'm trying to think of like guys who like aren't really totally around anymore. Even there were a couple.
Is Timmy Reyes around now, or is he not surfing there anymore?
Timmy Reyes kind of surfing all over. Seems like
okay. And Brett Simpson's there all the dang time.
All the time, yeah.
Are you friends with him?
Yeah, we're cool. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
what about the Deffenbaugh guy or any of those guys?
Oh yeah, Jeff Deffenbaugh, Barry, and then
are those guys still surfing there?
I see Barry around every once in a while.
Okay.
Haven't seen, or I see.
But those are the guys you were a little Grom.
Yeah.
And they weren't helping you get waves? Or were they making like, get out of here, Grom?
Or no, Jeff and Barry were cool. Were always pretty cool. And then,
how was Timmy Reyes to the Grom? Or were you like in the inside and they're like on the outside kind of thing?
I was just kind of on the inside hanging out and
that little like kiddie bowl.
I just like see them and go, whoa.
Okay, so that's the guys you're trying to surf like.
Yeah, and then there's of course Ryan Turner, Timmy Turner.
Yep.
Those guys. And then I can't remember. But,
that's fine. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what's your favorite wave like by the pier? Do you surf south side, north side, or is it different seasons you're switching sides?
Yeah. Usually, from like May till about like right this season kind of till now, just north side usually.
Okay.
North side most of the year.
Okay. Why?
Because it's kind of typically gets better on south.
Okay. Not as walled?
Yeah.
Like south side seems kind of like it's getting a run of the swell and the pier kind of breaks it up a little bit maybe.
Yeah.
And it gets north side gets good.
Yeah, north side is.
But do you ever get frustrated with like how many people are on north side and just like paddle through the pier and surf south side?
Yeah, but then I'll like, all right, I'm going to south side through this, and then I ended up going to south side, and then it's like, oh yeah, the waves aren't as good.
They are not. So then you have this battle of like, all right, more people, better waves, or less quality waves but more waves.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on the mood you're in on the day.
Okay. Who's the favorite guys you're surfing with now? So are you still surfing the pier all the time, right?
Yeah.
That's usually, your go-to wave? Okay, so who are the guys you're seeing out there now? Are they different or the same guys?
A lot of the same guys, a couple different guys, but like every day I'll see like, you know Sage Ginaldo?
I know who he is.
I see him out all the time, his little brother Luke, and then just like there's kind of a pack that hangs out.
Okay. Are you part of that pack? Are you like, where do you think your setup in the lineup is?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? So are you fighting for waves, or are people seeing you get waves and they're not trying to take off in front of you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like it's always kind of a battle for everyone. It seems like.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's so many people just pushed into this like one little section, basically. And how's that right on north side? Do you like the right? The left looks good too, though, especially in the summer.
The left, yeah.
So you're a goofy foot.
Yeah.
So what wave do you prefer?
That left, I've been surfing. I've been kind of hanging out on that a lot.
Okay, that's your go-to wave. Okay, so when's the last time you surfed? Has it been a while?
Last time I surfed was the board riders contest yesterday.
Oh, really?
Not yesterday, Sunday.
Okay, how are the waves?
It's Tuesday.
And what board riders team are you riding for?
I'm on Seal.
Oh, you're on Seal.
Yeah.
Even though you grew up in Huntington.
Yeah, it's a little controversial, I guess.
Is it controversial?
I don't know.
Your friends talk smack, or does Huntington talk? Like, what do you mean controversial?
Yeah, a little bit. But Well, because I mean, when the board riders first started, I was on Huntington.
Okay.
But my buddy Sam, he was kind of like, hey, like, you grew up surfing here. You grew up surfing Seal.
Okay. So that's why you jumped ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
They kind of needed, like, warm bodies.
Oh, Seal Beach did?
Yeah.
Well, there's less people compared to like Huntington.
Yeah, for sure.
And Huntington's such a big city, the draw. Okay, so then what did your friends say from Huntington? Were they cool with it, or were they like holding a grudge? Like
no, they were
going to beat
like,
you in the heat?
But they were cool. They were cool about it.
Okay. So and your dad's on the Seal Beach Road Riders too.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys do this last event?
We got third.
Oh, okay. Out of how many teams?
4.
All right. Not bad.
No, it was good.
Okay. Are you stoked?
Yeah, I'm stoked. Everyone pretty much put
How
up
big are the waves?
It was like
shitty.
Yeah, it was probably like waist high maybe.
Oh yeah. So that's not your suit, your strong suit.
No, yeah. And by the time it was our division, it was like strained out, low tide, and it was like pretty windy too.
Oh yeah. Southside?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. But that's like, you should have been, when you're a Grom, that's the stuff you were surfing probably. Are you skipping on that stuff today?
Yeah, because usually it's just like, well, I could get some work done.
Is that how you think now?
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you work at?
I work for Chaz Wickwire.
Doing what?
Hot coating and sanding.
Okay. For all his boards, or whose boards, and how is that?
He does like, he's still doing his label.
Yep.
And then
which is, his boards are the best.
Yeah. Oh, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He shaped me boards forever. They're such good boards.
Yeah. And we're doing like 40 lost a week.
Okay. So how's that working out? How much you working a lot, or how much you working? And like hours per week, how much you doing?
Yeah, it just depends really on when there's nothing like weird going on.
Okay.
Like sometimes we get like caught behind on some stuff sometimes, but when everything's smooth, it's like 45 to like 50-ish
hours a week?
A week. Yeah.
Dang, dude. That's a lot.
Is that a lot?
That's a lot of hours. But okay, so with that being said, how much time you get into the water? How do you squeeze in surfing?
I just kind of plan my days around like when there's swell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you work like the days that are smaller or windy or rainy or stormy or whatever? You're working longer hours?
Yeah. When there's no swell, I just try to get ahead as much as I can.
So you're a surfer first and a worker second? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
or you're trying to do both and do them equally? I try
to balance it out and make sure when there's swell, I have like a good amount of time to.
Okay. So how's Chaz? Is he cool with that? Him being like, dude rips. And being like a surfer his whole life. Yeah,
no, he's cool about it. He gets it.
more than most probably.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so when there's swell, are you going on trips? Are you going places?
I try to. I'll just kind of go on road trips here and there.
Yeah. So I heard you've been going to Ocean Beach. And how's that? I saw your how big's that board?
That's a 710.
Okay. How does that board work?
It goes good when it's like, when there's enough wave for it. That was actually my friend Sam's.
Okay, his board?
Yeah, he sold it to me.
Right on. And it's Chaz's board.
Yeah.
So who's Sam? What's his last name?
Wickwire.
Okay, so Chaz's
son.
Okay. So he's moved to, where'd you say he moved up to Morro or something?
Yeah.
Waves?
He's living in Morro Bay right now.
Oh, right on. Are you ever going up there and visiting him, surfing those waves?
Yeah, well, he just moved up there, and I've been trying to, but we're moving in. We're moving in here. I wanted to go this coming weekend.
Yeah, of course. And you're moving.
Yeah.
But you got to get, okay, so you're living in Seal Beach. Awesome, dude. Like, this is the best surf. This is the only town to live in Orange County, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The rest suck, dude. Seal Beach is cool. Okay, so back to Ocean Beach. Tell us about Ocean Beach and how the waves are and the cold water and all that.
It gets pretty scary. The currents, the currents are ridiculous.
So tell us about your first time going there and how was it?
My first time going
and
there.
And how long ago was that?
It was, I want to say 2018 or 2019. I went up with Sam.
Okay.
And my friend Jake, Jake Telekamp.
Okay.
He's from here. He's been living up there for I don't know how long, a while now for sure.
Okay.
And so he kind of lets us, crash at his pad and all
Right
that.
on.
And he'll take us out surfing, and it wasn't that big the first time. The first time I went up there, it wasn't that big, but I for sure got worked
The first time you
couple
surfed.
times. Yeah.
Okay, so what's not that big in Ocean Beach? Like just overhead or like?
Yeah, it was. I want to say it was like a foot overhead.
Okay, so is it heavier like than Huntington?
Yeah,
Like same size wave versus Ocean Beach versus.
Yeah, it's moving way faster.
Oh, really? The waves are moving way faster in Ocean Beach.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it like a hollow? Like I've seen waves and it looks pretty peaky, and I've driven by it and I've actually seen it looking pretty good, but I bet you it was a lot bigger out there than I thought it was.
Yeah.
So tell us about what's the biggest swell you've caught there?
I want to say, or maybe the second time me and Sam went up there, it was like we pulled onto the highway, and like right where you're going down, you can see it.
Okay.
It was probably like 20 foot or something.
And good 20 foot or windy and stormy?
It was. I was only my second time there, so I want to say I think it looked good.
Okay.
There were a lot of guys out. And,
oh, really?
But yeah, he was riding that board
the 7
that 710, and then we brought up this 7.6. It was the same model as that one, but like the original, like from the 90s.
Okay.
And so he rode that one, and I rode the older one.
Okay.
And we tried to paddle out like in like the middle of the beach, like of course where it was the biggest because we didn't really know what we were doing.
Yeah.
We didn't. I don't think we made it like 20 feet off the beach. Yeah.
Wait, so you're just like duck diving, getting under, and just getting washed back, or
yeah. And then I would turn him like, "Hey, we haven't really moved." And then yeah, and so
there was guys on the outside already.
Yeah, but it was like way out.
Okay,
way out. And then
so how'd they get out there?
Or what you do is like the north end of the beach.
Okay.
The paddle out's a lot shorter, and so a lot of the times the guys they'll paddle out more north, and then
and then swing south.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we got out of the water, and like and then we did that kind of
went up north.
Yeah, it looked a lot. It looked a lot mellower there, so we were like, all right, let's paddle out here.
So did you make it out?
We made it out. We made it out, and I thought I had made it out, and I was kind of like, you slow down when you kind of
yeah.
You're like, all right, I made it. We're good. And then just bomb pops out of nowhere.
No way.
Like breaks on our heads, and I had to, and we
huge. How big? Just like massive.
It was like maybe like 15 foot, or no, like maybe 10.
Okay,
10
so just big
something.
though.
Yeah, because it gets kind of smaller when you go towards the north end of the beach. Like
okay.
But yeah, so this thing broke on our heads, and like I had this old one, like from probably mid to late 90s, and then I thought my leash broke. I'm like, oh, dude, really? And then like I came up and I like reeled my leash in, and it was the leash plug. It was so old, the leash plug ripped out. So I pulled the thing in, and it was just like this piece of leash plug.
No way! So you're left no board.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And so I had to swim in. That took forever, and then.
Are you a good swimmer?
Yeah, definitely not Olympic.
Okay, but you can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you stressing at all, or are you like laughing about it, or just like?
Oh, I was pissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did Sam do?
He was just like,
good luck, buddy.
Or no, he was out. He was probably like, dude, now I got to be out here by myself.
Oh yeah, really? That's funny.
Well, because there was it's a super spread out kind of lineup, you know.
Yeah.
But so I made it in. I remember being all pissed, like fucking, like I didn't even get a wave.
How was the swim in?
The swim in was it took kind of a while. It took like maybe 5 minutes or something.
Okay, that's not horrible.
Not too bad.
Well, the waves were working with you getting in.
Yeah, but then Like I picked up the board and I was like an idiot. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go back out. And
No way.
I tried to paddle back out, no leash, and sure enough, same thing happened. But like probably a couple feet bigger of a wave.
No way. So you're trying to, and it just like bounces you off your board, right?
I tried.
Or you ditch your board, or what'd you do?
No, I tried to duck dive it.
Okay.
But
It
immediately
brought you down. Yeah, the board's gone. Oh, that's funny.
But then
so that was another swim in?
Yeah, that was another swim in. And then
At least you know you can do it, though. That's good.
Yeah, and then I sat on the beach for watched Sam get a couple, and then
Did he get some good ones?
Yeah, a couple good ones, and then he was like, hey, you can ride this. I'm like, all right.
Okay,
thanks.
so tell us about that. So now you paddle back out there. You're relatively safe. Your board, the plug's in.
Yeah.
Your leash is on. How was your first wave there?
It was sick. I was just...
Was it a left or right?
Left.
Okay.
I'm never going. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going so fast.
Okay, yeah.
And just kind of like...
But like S-turns?
Yeah, just kind of arcing it.
Okay.
And then,
so you're actually doing turns. You're not just racing to get to the shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did it feel? Was that the biggest wave you've ever caught at that point? Or have you caught bigger waves? Is that the biggest board you've ridden?
It's definitely the biggest board I had ridden for sure. I would say it was probably the biggest wave so far.
Okay. So how big was that? How big are the waves at that? The waves you're catching?
Probably like around the 8 to 10 foot range.
Okay. So how did that feel?
Sick. It was like
super fast. But okay. So does that board turn, or is that board meant to go just draw a line and go?
It turns for sure.
Oh, okay. All right. So was it like hollow there, or like?
It was like kind of like the takeoff would be a little bit mushier, and then
okay, so you can kind of get into it a little early.
Yeah, and
then
once it gets to the inside, kind of gets once you do like a couple turns, and then it gets to the inside, it stands up a lot more. Okay.
How are the other guys in Ocean Beach? Are they relatively nice, and how are they surfing? Are they good?
They're pretty cool, and it's super spread out, so I don't think they really have to deal with it seems like they don't have to deal with like hassling people or people hassling, but
and it's so big. I mean, no one's gonna paddle out if they don't know how to surf.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Sure.
Have you ever surfed Fort Point, under the Golden Gate Bridge?
We looked at it a couple times, but we had just every time we'd looked at it, we had just gotten super worked, and we're like, yeah.
They're not into it?
Kind of over it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it looks like a super fun wave for sure.
Okay. Are you going to ever surf there? And what would you ride if you were surfing it? Would you ride a bigger board, or are you going to ride your regular shortboard?
Probably a regular shortboard, I'd say.
Okay. All right. So, okay, now let's go back to work real quick. When you're working, you're glassing, right? That's what you're doing, or you're sanding?
Yeah, I'm doing the hot coats.
Coats?
And sanding.
Okay. How's that? How's working in the surf industry? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's sick.
Okay. Better than a regular 8 to 5 job, you think?
Yeah. I don't think I could really do a normal. I don't think it would work.
Okay. Right on. And how much you surfing now? Basically just with swell? Or are you getting every morning you're trying to get an hour in, or it just varies? Yeah,
it varies. Anywhere from 3 days a week to every day.
Okay. All right. What have you been done this week when you're moving and all that? So you got a lot going on in your life.
Yeah, got a lot going on. But
so how was the lifestyle at home when you were growing up? Was your dad surfing every day too, or is he taking you with him? Or is he going to, or does he have to go to work, and then all of a sudden, you're the grandma on the beach and you're surfing the shitty waves? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Or are you guys spending the weekend together, surfing or going up and down the coast? You surfing Huntington most of the time?
Yeah, when I was maybe 10 till about from when I was 10 till the time I could kind of get to the beach by myself my own way, and then But yeah, he'd take me some before school, here and there, and then on the weekends.
And then what motivates you? I mean, what made you why do you like surfing? Is it the adrenaline you get from it, or does it stoke the camaraderie of having friends that surf, or is it just the lifestyle?
It's more just getting barreled.
Or you getting barreled? All right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite barreled wave? Have you been to Hawaii?
I've been to Hawaii. I haven't really
Scored it?
scored it. Yeah.
Okay, where'd you surf in Hawaii?
Just like Haleiwa.
How big was Haleiwa?
Probably like maybe 6 to 8.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
How is that compared to? Okay, so compared to Haleiwa, I mean, a totally different way, like a beach break versus like the weird reef there. But are they different ways, like Ocean Beach? Same. So you surfed similar size, kind of, probably, right?
Yeah. It's just the reef. The reef kind of just makes it totally different.
Yeah.
It's kind of a lot of water moving on it, and
okay. How crowded was that when you were out there?
when I was out there,
And how was it getting waves? Was it harder?
it was a little bit harder. There was probably a solid like 15 guy pack or something.
Oh, okay. That's not bad though for Haleiwa.
Yeah, it was kind of a stormy day though.
Okay.
It wasn't like
ugly day.
perfect.
What about pipe? You ever surf pipe?
No, I never surfed pipe.
Where else did you surf? Sunset?
No, never surfed Sunset, but Rocky Lefts.
Okay.
I love Rocky Lefts.
Oh, really? Is that
Yeah.
where you'd like to go?
Yeah.
Like that's your favorite wave? How many days did you surf then? Did you score it good?
This one day I scored it super good with me and my dad. It was just kind of like, it was like 6 foot, kind of maybe like 4 to 6, kind of fun size ish for there.
Okay, yeah. I never surfed Rockies, but I've seen videos. It was like when I was in North Shore, it was all windy and just crappy. Okay, what's your first board? Do you remember your first board? And how'd you get it?
It was my first real board.
Yeah, real board.
My dad kind of had me on soft tops a little bit for a while. But,
of course, yeah.
Yeah. It was this, do you remember the Tough Light?
I do.
Construction? Yeah, it was like one of those Pizels.
Oh, really?
It was like a Pizel Tough Light thing. It was like the John Grom model.
Oh, rad. How old were you then?
I was like 7 or 8, I think.
Okay, was it used or was it brand new?
It was brand new.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So did you guys go to the shop and pick it out, or how'd you guys get it?
Yeah, I went to the shop. Kind of. I had my eye on it for like.
Oh, okay.
A good month or something.
Were you talking to your dad like, dude, I need this?
Yeah. And then one day it stoked me out.
Really?
Yeah.
So how was the first wave on that board? Do you remember that wave? You're 6. You're pretty young.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I remember it.
Do you still have that board? Is it in your dad's garage?
No, I don't.
Okay. What do you think about okay, so Huntington's so crowded, right? You got people from Garden Grove, you got people from Long Beach, you got people from Seal Beach. I mean, just all over. And then even the Newport Beach guys probably roll into Huntington and surf the pier when Newport sucks. And you have that's like a lot of these people that surf there every day don't live in Huntington.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just getting your opinion. So is there localism there, and how does that work? Or is it just like the regular guys that are there all the time get the respect? Like, how do you get your spot in the lineup there?
You just kind of got to put the time in.
Okay.
It seems like.
Okay. It doesn't matter where you live, but if you're surfing north side every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems like it's like if you're cool, like then.
It's cool and can surf.
Yeah. If you're cool.
Does it matter if you can surf good or not?
Yeah, it for sure matters if you surf good or not, but. That's like where all that comes into play is on like the solid days where it's like pumping.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the smaller days, like it's like anything goes. Kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Any Groms coming up now there in Huntington that you've recognized, like little kids that are just killing it?
Yeah. There's quite a few.
Okay. Who was your favorite person to surf with growing up? Was it your friends, your dad, or?
My friends, yeah.
Okay. Did you guys push each other? Was there any days like you're paddling on like it wasn't good, maybe big and walled? You kind of didn't want to go out, or what your friends didn't? You guys would be like, dude, we're going out.
Yeah.
There was days like that?
Yeah, there were for sure days like that. And then we just kind of see who could pull into the gnarliest closeout barrel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys would do that like little competitions amongst yourselves?
Yeah.
Who would win? Or you just like whoever got smashed, just laugh and then move on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's your goals in surfing? Do you have any goals in surfing? Do you like contests? Or you just care less?
Not Not really. I'm not super amped on the contest thing.
So when it's getting juicier, is that what you want to, that motivates you to surf?
Yeah.
So it's for yourself.
Yeah.
Are you ever trying to show off for your friends, or that doesn't really matter?
No, that don't really matter.
Okay. It's all for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any trips coming up, and what's your future trips in your head? Like, even if you don't have them now booked, like, where would you like to go?
Like on a plane trip?
Yeah. Yeah. Like Puerto Escondido. Are you looking for like Puerto Escondido heavy waves? Or are you looking more like pipe heavy waves? Like, what are you looking for? Like, what would your perfect wave be for Ryan?
I was thinking I was hoping like maybe this next like summer season kind of, I was hoping like trying to get to Pasquale's, that one place in Mexico.
Yeah. That looks good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how's that going to be for work? You just have to work your butt off like weeks in advance and then get some time off?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And Chaz being a surfer, he's going to let you go.
Yeah. I think you get it for sure.
Right on. Okay. So everyone wants to see you want to share your Instagram account?
Oh yeah. It's a Pool Sweeper.
Okay. Pool Sweeper on Instagram. And then, yeah, you had a lot of good videos there,
Thanks.
And like surf videos. Do you like? Do you ever watch the WSL? Are you not into it? Like pro surfing. What do you think of pro surfing?
I always kind of want to watch the contest. I just kind of forget sometimes.
Okay. Do you think pro surfing is like that's a good thing to have? Are you like you're not anti-contest then?
No, I'll watch the contests and stuff like that.
What about like the big wave events and all? Like, so what do you like? Okay, so you have pipe. Like, there's some good contests coming up this year, but like, I mean, they just had Halim on and the wave sucked, so it wasn't like almost worth watching. So if the waves are like pumping and firing, you're probably more wanting to watch that. Like that, your eyes are on there.
Yeah,
right?
like the last contest they had at the box, I was like,
yeah.
I was stoked on that. That was pretty cool,
dude. Right?
Yeah,
like a way that like of consequence.
Yeah,
that's the guys places that I know I can't surf. I want to see guys like charging that.
I know. Yeah,
that's what motivates me. What about like surf movies and stuff? Do you like watching surf movies?
Yeah. I like watching all those old Lost movies.
Oh, the old ones.
Yeah, those ones are sick. And then my dad, like when I was growing up, he had like a huge, surf movie collection. Like,
did he? Does he still have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Although like a bunch of the ones from the late 90s and like early 2000s, those ones.
Okay. So like what were the Lost ones called? The guy with the burning his hair and stuff.
Oh,
Are those the ones you're talking about?
Yeah.
Or like, okay, I can't think of the guy's name.
Randall. Yeah. That guy's hilarious.
Where's Randall today?
I have no idea.
Oh, freaking Randall. Okay. So do your dad still have those movies and you ever still like go over and click them on?
Yeah.
Are they VHS or DVD or what are they?
DVDs. There's a couple VHSs.
Okay. So are you sitting there and is he watching them with you?
Yeah. Or like I'll just kind of sometimes I'll just got nothing to do. I'll just put one on and then he'll kind of walk in and be like, oh, this movie. Like, yeah. And then we'll kind of watch it for a little bit.
So what do you think about social? So you're Pool Sweeper on Instagram. Are you anything else?
No.
Okay. So what do you think about social media? Do you like it or dislike it?
It's whatever. I'm just, yeah.
So why do you post because you like to or because you feel like you need to?
A little bit of both, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of feel like I need to sometimes. And
okay. Does it help with work or anything? No, not really.
I think it. I think it does.
Okay. Right on. What do you think anything should change in surfing? Meaning like it's so crowded. Okay, let's talk. Okay, well, crowds is the big thing now.
Yeah.
But you being in the surf industry, how are our boards changing? Is technology changing in the boards? Do you see any of that, or is it kind of the same?
There's a lot more epoxy.
Okay. Do you like it? Do you ride epoxy or do you ride polyurethane?
For the most part, ride epoxy.
Okay. Do you have poly boards? Any?
Yeah, I have a couple, and Chaz is like he's super gung ho on epoxy and all that. And so he kind of was like, he kind of convinced me to start riding them more. And then just ever since then, I can't really, kind of hard to get off of them. Once you get used to it, it's pretty hard to go back.
Was there a difference when you jumped on the poly or off the poly onto the epoxy? Could you tell the difference?
Yeah, there's just kind of there's a lot more get up and go, like instant like speed when you stand up on
right
it.
On. Yeah. And so even if let's say you're getting a new big board shaped, right? Let's say you were going to get one. Are you going to go poly or epoxy on that?
I think probably in the, like, it seems like once you go up to like the 7-foot range, you kind of want to go poly because when you're going that fast on a wave, like epoxy, like they'll kind of do like this chattery stuff.
Oh, okay. Can you now how the contours of the bottom, is that going to be different too? Would that make a difference or not? You see what the question I'm asking or not really?
Oh no, wait, not really.
Okay, I just think for like speed, if they did something do. So how wide is so that gun that you have, it's how wide is that thing?
I forgot to look.
It's okay. It's probably is it like 18, 19, 20, you think?
I want to say it's like maybe 19.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm not going out in big waves anymore at all. So what about Southside Seal? Are you surfing Southside Seal?
Yeah.
When it's macking?
When it's on.
What's the biggest you've caught it out there? Cloud break. Have you surfed like solid cloud break, like real cloud break?
Pretty
like Dolphin Street and all that?
Yeah. Me and what year was it? I think it was like maybe 2018. There was a pretty solid swell, and Sam actually got a picture on that board, and it looked like 10 foot.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like way overhead, huh?
Yeah.
Are you hoping now that you live here, you can score it? Hopefully this year, but it doesn't look like it.
Praying for swell.
Are you praying for swell?
Yep, a little bit.
It's been small for a couple of weeks.
No.
Do you have a favorite surfer? Like a pro surfer or somebody you look up to?
It's between Bobby Martinez and Margot.
Okay. Who's Margot?
Brendan Margison.
Okay, yeah.
Australian guy.
Yeah. Right on. And you said the biggest wave is Ocean Beach you've ever caught?
Yeah.
Okay. What about wave pools?
Yeah, Chaz put together this trip.
Recently too, huh?
Yeah, it was in October. It was fun. Like I got like more waves than I ever had in one day.
Really? Were you sore?
Yeah, I was super sore. We were supposed like after a full day of like surfing, and then like Chaz booked like the next day, like early morning session.
Okay.
Like, I woke up and I was like, I can't walk. I'm
really
going back to bed. Yeah.
No way. So you didn't surf in the morning?
No.
There's nothing you could do?
Yeah. I was like,
that's classic. That's so funny. Yeah. So how was the wave? Okay, versus like a Huntington, the same size. Is there a difference? Does the wave feel different?
It feels kind of weirder because it's chlorine. Like it's not salt water.
Okay. The buoyancy, maybe?
Yeah.
How the board floats?
Yeah. I couldn't really tell, but it definitely felt different for sure.
Okay. So would you do it again, or are you stoked on the wave pool or not? Like whatever about it. It was Waco, right?
Yeah.
You surf Waco? Okay.
It was fun, but it don't beat scoring in the ocean.
It doesn't?
Yeah.
So you have 2 trips on your hand, like one maybe going to Hawaii versus 3 days in the wave pool. You're not going to the wave pool.
Yeah, Hawaii for sure.
Okay. You consider yourself like an underground guy, or more like, do you like the exposure you get on Instagram? Like, of you surfing, or you give a shit?
I mean, if it's a good clip, okay. I mean, if it's like not that good, I'm like, why did someone put that on the internet?
So if it's good, but you're proud of yours that you when you're surfing good, right? Is that what?
Yeah.
And with a random guy, you see shitty clips, you're like, what? Is that basically what you're saying?
Yeah. But I mean, I could, like, I don't know. I could kind of take it or leave it, really.
Do you ride like longboards and anything else, like alternative craft, or are you just sticking on your shortboard?
Just on shortboards.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never want to go like, so it's small now. You're not busting out a longboard or something, or a soft top or something?
Maybe. I don't know.
Not very. All right.
I'd rather do some work or something like that.
You like working?
Well, yeah, I do, but just like, yeah.
Well,
no,
okay.
it's cool.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
You enjoy the work you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about like do you have a greatest moment of your surfing life? Like one wave or like one session maybe or something like you remember like
the last time I think the last time I went to Ocean Beach, I scored. I got this one afternoon out there, and I was riding this this board that Chaz made for Chad Wells back in the day. It's like a 7.2, like a little over 18.5. The thing's magic. But I got this one wave, like it was like maybe 10 foot or something,
mm-hmm.
and then the left, I bottom turn and like hit the lip and airdropped, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Like it's such a big wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, whoa! I just hit the lip on that thing.
What made you do it? Just instinct, or you like seeing if you could do it? I mean,
yeah, kind of just instinct.
Okay, and then you realize after you did it, what you just did.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa!"
Okay,
that was cool.
So, what about this year? You going to try to defend your national championship, your title, or no?
We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, everybody. This is Mike and Ryan on the QuiverCast, and we're out of here. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Please follow us on Instagram and follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Give us 5 stars if you're listening to us on Apple, and do me a favor and tell a friend that QuiverCast is back. I'd like to thank Glue Factory and Dave Hegstrom for the music, and I'll see you all in the lineup. Hey, you guys, Endless Summer box set. This thing is legit. It's authentic, numbered certificate in it. It has a 5-frame film strip from the original print. You literally own a piece of history. It has a specially minted bronze medallion. Dude, that thing's sick. Okay, there's so much more here. Go to the show notes. There's a link on there. Go check this piece of history out. This thing's rad. Seriously. Smithsonian American History Museum has it. It took 4 years of research with 3.5 in production, all hand assembled. This thing's rad. So much to this awesome box set. Remastered DVD, sharper images than the original film, but dude, this thing's so sick. Link in the show notes.